weeks of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Get wide now. 4 down, check. Delta.
On 1st down, Murray looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play, baby, nice play. Get set, get set. He's tight right here, he's tight on the right, tight on the right. Everyone's got 4 down.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Now he'll escape to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now a give. This is Murray. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action now. Bridgewater trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. The 40, 20, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. But when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Go Delta. Go Delta. Find out.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Lets it fly deep for into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A handoff to Penny. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better ones.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Murray. And he stopped immediately there. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The pitch goes to Penny. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Penny on the counter. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost. in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Alert! 3 down. Go Delta. 5 down. Go Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
To throw is Wilson, and that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a give to Penny. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. it to him up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. And Janikowski bangs it through. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
That was Rashad Penny. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Again, it's Penny. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially got to be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Bridgewater. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Penny, a first down carry, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Wilson. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. Room here to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw, Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Fire down.
Now Bridgewater. And incomplete here on third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Wilson on second down. Leaves it for Petty. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Janikowski good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes. To the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
11.
First throw now for the backup Breeze. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 22.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Penny. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And with this deficit, You can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Going with the screen for Murray. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Breeze now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. This is Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 6. On the run, it's Penny. Unable to cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. A spin, and now running right through him. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
21.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Ready. 90. Got three. Three down. 95-56.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
5-8, 5-8. 21, 21.
Now Breeze got to have this one. That's complete to Meredith. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2.
21.
Breeze to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, 12.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Now a desperation throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's go get another one. Come on.
Running left, it's Penny. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now here's Michael Dixon standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Keep working, baby. Keep working, fellas.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss will drop them to 4-2.